So hopefully the lighting's not too bad in here and you could see me with the sun hitting. But it has been 2 weeks since my last video after doing 5 weeks of full carnivore. And since then I added in carbs, and I wanted to just see if I could tolerate carbs since I didn't have it for 5 weeks, not a single gram of carb. And I wanted to go something simple and easy to digest. So what I did on the first 2 days, I added in just white rice. I was just doing just jasmine rice just to see if I could tolerate, the carbs. And, even when I did that, my digestion felt good. It kind of started moving things through. And I did add psyllium husk fiber on the third day just to kind of have a balance to make sure I could digest fiber and carbs. So that's basically the two isolated, most benign, simple carbs you can add in are those two, I believe. And I was able to digest them well. Everything felt good. I felt good in the gym. It didn't improve as much as I thought. My strength went up a little bit, but performance-wise, it didn't really feel like I was all carved up. It felt about the same as the carnivore, just a little bit better. I did put on about 4 pounds of water in the first 3 or 4 days, and within the first week of doing the white rice and fiber, I put on, a couple pounds on top of that, a couple pounds of fat, probably a couple more pounds of water. I went from 196.6 to 203, 204. So, right around 7 pounds. And it's gonna be fat and water for sure. And the reason why I put on the fat is mainly because when you're used to the carnivore diet and eating a pound of beef and feeling really full, and then you start adding in carbs, especially white rice, your brain just almost has like a trigger to keep eating, which I noticed. I could not stop eating the white rice and feel full. My brain would just keep telling me to eat, and it was really hard to stop. I would make like a full pot of white rice for the day and eat almost all of it on the first meal. So I would be eating close to like 600 grams of carbs per meal with the white rice, which is obviously gonna put on fat pretty quick. But, I wasn't too worried about that. I just wanted to make sure I could tolerate it. Everything felt good. Digestion moved through. My skin looked good. My energy levels were okay. They kind of went down when I was eating like way too many grams of carbs, but when I was just eating like a regular amount, if I could just do it on a day or two, I noticed my energy was good. So after the first week of doing that, everything felt good. I felt good in the gym and everything, like I said. And I wanted to add in some carbs with some nutrients, because the benefits of the carnivore diet is you're not getting benefits when you have carbs, because the whole idea behind the carnivore diet is your metabolism uses different systems and substrates to metabolize things and process things in your body. So when you're having the white rice, which has no nutrients at all, you're actually getting the worst of both worlds, because your body has a certain metabolism that it uses for carbs. And if you're not having the vitamin C is mainly the one that your body needs when you're having carbohydrates. If you're not having the vitamin C, but you're still having a bunch of carbs, it's not going to be good. So obviously the white rice is not sustainable. And I want to eat a lot of carbs too. I want to get into having a regular diet, but I want to be on a baseline diet of, carbs, red meat. So the next thing that I added in after the week of that is russet potatoes, organic. And just a side note, it's good to go organic on white potatoes, because they do accumulate a lot of chemicals in the ground. I believe it's one of the dirty dozen. You could look that up. But anyway, so I got organic russet potatoes just to get something simple but have some nutrients in it. And I did that for about 3 or 4 days, and everything. It was 3 days. Everything was feeling good. Digesting good. I didn't have to do the fiber because the white potatoes have enough fiber already. So I was doing that. The white potatoes and red meat is all I was doing. And I added in ketchup on the third day. Or it wasn't ketchup, it was just tomato sauce, just like organic tomato sauce. And I added that in because it was really hard to eat the potatoes without any kind of sauce. And I noticed that the potatoes filled me up a lot more than the white rice, which was good. So I could actually have like a regular diet and not be putting on like a pound of fat every couple of days. So the white potatoes, the tomato sauce, and the red meat, did that for 3 or 4 days. And then I added in sweet potatoes and honey. And the day after that I added the sweet potatoes and honey in, I noticed my skin kind of started breaking out. I don't know if you could see it on my forehead, but I had like a really bad breakout, actually 2 days after that. And I had to cut out the sweet potatoes and honey completely. I'm not sure if it was that. It could have been a delayed reaction from the white potatoes. But I just, I went back to the white potatoes, and my skin actually was taking a long time to heal. So, I noticed that, with the white potatoes in, I still was kind of getting a couple zits on my face, and the breakout that I got was taking a really long time to heal. So that's basically where I'm at now. It's been 4 days now since I went back to just the white potatoes, tomato paste, and red meat. And the red meat is grass-fed and grass-finished. So I'm just trying to do that. My skin doesn't really seem to be healing as much as it should. But right now my plan is to try and add in just the sweet potatoes and honey, or actually just the sweet potatoes without any other kind of anything else besides red meat, and see if my skin reacts. But my digestion's been good with the white potatoes. Energy level, everything feels just fine with the white potatoes. So I'm gonna do this for a couple more days and add in the sweet potatoes and see if I have any kind of reaction to just the sweet potatoes. Other than that, I'm gonna get back to you when I do add that in. My supplements that I'm doing, I have the boron that I'm doing, the ionic boron from Trace Minerals. The bone meal, I do that once a day, maybe every other day, since I do have a little calcium coming in now. Vitamin D, I have that. It's just plain vitamin D with nothing else added, and I make sure I eat that with fat. And the glycine, and all this I believe I posted in my previous videos, but the glycine, I do that just 1 little teaspoon before bed to just have some benefits from that. And magnesium, I'll do a magnesium spray on my body, so there's no oral magnesium that's going to affect my digestion. I just spray some magnesium chloride, I believe it is, from Now. It's Now Foods. And yeah, that's all my supplements that I add in. And so far my diet is back to white potatoes, red meat, and tomato paste. So when I add in the sweet potatoes, I'll get back to you. But other than that, if you want to talk to me directly or have any questions for me, post it in the comments below. And if you want to keep supporting me, just subscribe to see my updates. And other than that, guys, thanks for watching.